What is up, YouTube? It's TALLT, and I'm back with a new video with a new mic, and this is the Quiet Storm. Ew. But anyway, I got today's video from watching Coryxkenshin. If you don't know who Coryxkenshin is this guy right here. But today's video is a tag video. A tag video is like a Q&A, but it's a little bit more specific to whatever the tag is. So I'm doing a gamer tag video because, as y'all know, this is a gaming channel. If you didn't know that, now you know. This is a gaming channel, so I'm doing a gamer tag video. And what it is I'm gonna answer 20 questions. And after I'm done answering the questions, I'm gonna call on two of my close friends and see if they'll take on the challenge and answer these questions themselves. But anyway, let's get started with the first question. Question number 1 is, what is your favorite video game? My favorite video game of all time has to be Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. If you don't know what Dragon Ball Z is, you've been living under a rock for at least 4 decades, because that, I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z. Super Saiyans. I'll put up some things so y'all recognize what it is. And it's basically a fighting game about Dragon Ball Z that uses the characters Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Frieza, you name all of them, it doesn't matter. And they just use hands. I love games where they have, you see these? Where they have hands. And it's just a fighting game where you could throw people through rocks, you play through an entire story. But the best part about the game was coming home from school, after elementary school and middle school early on, and just giving your friends hands with your favorite characters. Question number 2 is, what is your current favorite video game? I think currently my favorite video game within the last couple years is God of War. So the PS4 God of War, the one where Kratos has a beard, he has a son, is my favorite game right now. 1, because I love the entire God of War series, but 2, this game narratively, story-wise, was amazing. From beginning to end, I love the whole story. I would play that again and again and again. I'm usually not the type of guy that will go back and play a game once I beat it, but I could play that game 10 times over and still be satisfied. Question number 3 is, what is your favorite video game genre? So my favorite video game genre, it's a little complicated. So my favorite video game genres have to be hack and slash, sandbox, and action adventure games. If you don't know what a sandbox game is, pretty much like Grand Theft Auto, Minecraft, where you can pretty much go into that world and do whatever. So in Grand Theft Auto, you know, you can steal cars, you can punch people, you can stab strippers, I don't know. Minecraft, you dig, you build things, you dig. And then there's hack and slash games, which are pretty much like God of War, where you have like a sword or an axe or some type of weapon and you're just going through a whole bunch of enemies. Question number 4 is, how long have you been playing video games? So I've been playing video games since I was 6 years old. A quick little story on that is, I got my first console when I was 6. My dad came home one day from the pawn shop and he had a PS2, he had Grand Theft Auto 3, and he had NBA 2K5. At the time, I hated video games. I used to play a Leapfrog, and I used to play a SpongeBob like joystick little weird game that had a whole bunch of mini games on it, and I really didn't mess with like real gaming consoles and things like that because it was too complicated for me. Question number 5 is, what is the first video game you've ever played? So the first game I ever played had to be Grand Theft Auto 3. Like I said, my dad came home from the pawn shop with these games, and I remember being a little kid. He was watching me in the background. Keep that in mind. He's sitting on the couch, I'm sitting on the floor, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. I don't know what I was doing because I didn't play the story because I was 6, but I was just riding around, running people over, stabbing strippers, taking the money, stealing everybody's cars, purposely getting 5 stars, trying to go crazy. Like I didn't know what I was doing, but I was causing chaos. Question number 6 is, what game have you spent the most hours on? So if you guys didn't know, I tore my ACL years ago in Miami. I put that story time up here because it's a great story. But during that time, obviously I couldn't do anything, I couldn't move. All I did was play video games. And NBA 2K17 just came out, and I was on that game from like sun up to sundown, the whole time in my bed, just grinding, going crazy. No homo, but I was going crazy. Like, it was like, I can remember being up nights on top of nights on top of nights, just playing games, being in the PlayStation parties, no life in the game, just being raw at the game. And just so you know, I was a god at that game. Like, I'm a god now. If y'all see all my videos, you see how I am, but I was definitely like a yawd. Y-A-W-D, yawd. Question number 7 is, what is your longest session? So the longest time I've ever played video games for was 18 hours. The story behind that is, when I was younger, probably like in 9th or 10th grade, I don't remember exactly. I remember me and my friends used to always try to pull all-nighters, pretty much stay up all night playing a video game. I can never do 24 hours, I'm just not built like that. 2 a.m. to this day, I'm sleeping, like I'm done. If I go to a party, if I go to a friend's house, if I do anything at 2 a.m., I'm in the car, I'm sleeping. But anyway, we tried to stay up for 24 hours, and I just remember I couldn't around 18, so it was like the next morning, I crashed, and that was it. Question number 8 is, who is your favorite developer? So my 2 favorite developers are Santa Monica and Rockstar. Santa Monica, like I said earlier, makes all the God of War games, so I love them for that because that's my favorite series. And then Rockstar makes Bully, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, and they made Midnight Club. A lot of y'all forgot about Midnight Club or don't know about Midnight Club, but Midnight Club Dub Edition was crazy. With the red little PS2 greatest hits thing on it, was crazy. And I just fell in love with that game from a young age, and Rockstar has a place in my heart now. Question number 9 is who is your favorite hero from a video game? My favorite series is God of War, and my favorite hero is Kratos. In like the first 5 games, he's not really a hero. I mean, he's killing people, he's killing gods, he's killing family, he's killing women, he's killing animals, he's killing everybody. But in the new God of War, he is much more of a hero. You know, he has a son. He's trying to do the right thing. He's still killing people, but he's trying to do it the right way. And I just love his character and his growth. So that's my favorite hero. Question number 10 is who is your favorite villain? So my favorite villain is Agent 47. Agent 47 is from the Hitman series. I just got done playing Hitman 3 and that game was great. Agent 47 is like a trained assassin slash clone. He's basically was made to be a killer. So he has no real feelings for the most part. He has no remorse. I mean, he gets a job, he takes you out, and that's pretty much it. And I love him for it. Question number 11 is who is my most hated character from a video game? For that one, I'm gonna have to say Mickey Mouse from the Kingdom Hearts series because of this. But the actual character that I hate the most in video games is Be Fresh. Be Fresh was a character, I forgot what 2K was, but she was like your sidekick, like best friend thing. And it was just really annoying. I'm just trying to score 50 against LeBron. So like, I don't understand why she was in the game. Question number 12 is what systems do you own? So currently I own a PS3, a PS5, a Switch, a PC, and a DS. Question number 13 is what was my first gaming system ever? My first gaming system, like I said, was a PS2. Question number 14 is what was your favorite gaming system and why? My favorite gaming system had to be the PS4 because the PlayStation parties were crazy. I can remember staying up until 4 a.m. talking crazy. Like we would come from basketball practice, get on the PlayStation, talk crazy to everybody, to anybody, to people's moms, to the randoms that were in the game chat, to our own friends, and it would just be a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I've lost friendships from that. I've had fights over that. I've got my internet booted from that. A lot of crazy things has happened from that, but they were fun. For the most part, they were fun. Question number 15 is do you prefer to play as a guy or a girl when playing video games? So I mean, for this question, it's pretty straightforward. I would rather be a guy because I am a guy. Like I like to make black dudes dreads. Sometimes they don't have dreads, I pick cornrows. Sometimes they don't have cornrows, so I'm bald or I got an afro. You only got 4 choices in video games. Y'all know how it is, but I pick a guy. Question number 16 is do you prefer walkthroughs or to play on your own? So a walkthrough is basically like somebody walking you through the game so you can go on the internet or you can go watch a video on YouTube and somebody will show you how to beat the levels. When I was younger, like when I used to play like Pokemon, Assassin's Creed, things like that, Kingdom Hearts, I used to do that a lot, but as I got older, I don't really do that because I feel like it cheats me out of the experience of the game, unless it's just something really, really difficult like Demon Souls, which I hate. I'm gonna make a whole nother video on that game. I hate Demon Souls, but I'll do that sometimes just because I get stuff. Question number 17 is have you ever been to a gaming convention? So no, I have never been to a gaming convention. I planned on going to one last year, but COVID hit, everything got shut down, all my plans got canceled. But hopefully next year I can make it to one. Question number 18 is what game are you most excited about? So far on the PS5, there hasn't been that many actual PS5 games. So there's been a lot of PS4 to PS5 games or remakes and things like that. But there hasn't been any like fully just next generation games. Far Cry is pretty much a series where you usually take down like dictators or like corrupted governments, tyrants, things like that. I'm actually playing Far Cry 5 now and I'm gonna post that on the channel. So if you're interested in that, again, that's another reason why you should like and subscribe, man. It's so many reasons. But yeah, I'm excited for Far Cry 6 because if you haven't seen the trailer, the guy from Breaking Bad, the chicken guy right here, he's in the game and the game looks beautiful and I'm pretty sure you got to take him down. So you know I'm gonna be all over that because I love Breaking Bad, I love video games. I'm gonna be all on that. Question number 19 is what's your best memory of a video game? That one is easy. My best memory, the thing that always comes up in my mind is when I was younger on the PS2 and I beat Kingdom Hearts 2. That was the first game I ever beat. That's the first time I seen credits roll down. I was just feeling it, like I was feeling amazing. If y'all remember the PS2 days, and maybe because I was a kid, kids probably still do this now, but the disc, my disc used to always be scratched. It's like borderline unplayable, just disgusting. So every time you put in the PS2, it wouldn't work. Like the game wouldn't work and it wouldn't pop up on the menu. I don't know if y'all remember that or if you've ever seen that, but it wouldn't pop up for me to select. So I used to just put it in, just try multiple times over and over and over and over again. And it would work sometimes. So when it would work, I would play the game. And then it took me like months, but I beat the game and I just remember seeing the credits and I felt accomplished. I felt like I just scored 50 or something like that. Like it just felt amazing. Question number 20 is what is your worst memory from gaming? My worst memory, that's easy, man. That's so easy. And I used to be embarrassed to tell this story, but now I don't care anymore because I mean, it happened. But a couple years ago, it was Thanksgiving. It was 2 days before Thanksgiving actually, right? We had family coming in. I was in the living room playing. I always play in my room. But we just got the new TV. It was beautiful, 4K, whatever. I decided to bring my PlayStation 4 into the room. So I'm playing 2K, I'm playing Quick Game Online, and it's getting really competitive. I'm playing a game, and I end up losing by 4, and the dude is talking crazy the whole time, right? So what I do is I have the remote in my hand. I get so angry, and I've done this like once or twice where I've broken the remote. I was not trying to break the TV. Like, I was not trying to break the TV. But I had the remote in my hand like this. I was angry. I looked at the floor real quick and was like, bang! I threw it on the floor, and little R2, the triggers in the back, popped off and just flicked into the TV like something off a movie, like some Home Alone stuff. I don't know. The actual TV on the surface, you couldn't see the crack, but once the TV was turned on, you could see like the inside of it was completely cracked. I turned the TV on and off like 10 times, hoping that like it was fake or it could be fixed. I don't know. I was just doing dumb stuff. And once I realized it was broken, that TV was $700, right? I just got my first job, so I had money, but I didn't have like a whole bunch to just be spending $700. I got on the floor, hands like this, knees on the ground, and I was just quiet, and I was just in shock. Like it was a whole different type of level of rage. Like I was in pain, and I was so upset at myself. It was mainly because I was upset at myself for getting to that level, but I ended up paying my mom for the TV. We got another TV like a week later. I was broke, like super broke. And yeah, that was the last time I've ever raged like that. It's to the point where now if I rage, I'm just gonna turn off the system and I'm done, because I'm not doing that no more. I'm too old for that. That was actually the last question. Before I go, I want to say thank you to everybody. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and share if you haven't. And if you have, I appreciate you all the way. Again, we're almost at 200 subs, and it's been like a slow journey, but it's been a fulfilling journey. But that's it. I'm TALLT, and I'm out, and I'll see y'all later.